Hey everyone, welcome back to another deep dive on Cairo and Starknet Basecamp 0 to 1. In this lesson, we're going to be talking about variables, constant, and mutability. So, what are the learning objectives of this course? So, at the end of this class, you should be able to understand and explain Cairo memory model, defining variables and constants in Cairo, and shadowing. So from the previous class, we created an hello world example in Cairo, and this time we're going to try to explain Cairo's memory model and define a simple variable. So variables in Cairo are immutable by default due to language underlining immutable memory model. So it means that once a memory cell is written to, it cannot be changed. So let us define an example. We'll say let x equals 5. And let's just print the value of x. So just say print the value of x is this, and let's run it. So I'm going to use carb, and there's this small utility tool called Cairo run. Although it's been deprecated soon, we'll just use this for this example. Okay, so the value of x is 5. So if we try to, change the value of x, say let's x equals 6, you would see cannot assign to an immutable memory model. I know this might be different from from people coming from other languages where you can easily change, and this really helps because you can predict the value of things without it just changing randomly. So we know that when we have assigned this value, it can never change. Well, we can use the mute keyword in Cairo to mirror a way to change the value of a variable. So when we use the let mute x, now we can reassign the value. But underneath, it creates a new memory location. It uses a new memory slot for this. So it's not as if it changes the value of the initial variable. It just creates a new memory slot for this. So if we run this one now, let's just print again. So if we print, the value of x changes here. So a constant is similar to a variable, but the unique difference is that you cannot use a mute keyword to change the value of a constant. And the way you define a constant is using the const keyword. So you say const, and by default it uses a convention where you use capital letter just to define it. So in this case, const max points, and we'll talk about this when we talk about data type, but you need to also add a data type to a constant for it to run properly. So we have that, and then if we print this, it changes. We know that the max value is this. Yeah, but we cannot add a mute keyword to a constant. So the next concept we'll talk about is shadowing. So in this case, we'll try to, reassign the value of let's just say let x equals to 8 in this place, and then we print the value of 8 of x. So if we try to print the value now, you'll see that x is 8. But you're saying it's immutable. Why did we change this? Okay, maybe this is not the easiest example, because maybe you might think because we added the mute here. So let's try another example. We're going to say let y equals 8, right? And then we define y again. So we can say let y equals 20, for example, and then we print y here, right? So if we try to run this again, you see the value of y will be 20. So did we print y? So I think I did not save it, so just save this and run it again. So in this case, the value of y is 20. But you did not add the mute keyword. Why did this change? So this concept is shadowing. So main difference between shadowing and mute, making it a mutable variable, is that this is written once in memory, and then if you try to reassign it, right, it wouldn't work because it's not mutable. You see that this is not mutable. But if you made it mutable, you can always reassign the value. So we have covered how to declare a variable, Cairo's immutable memory model, and shadowing. So you might even wonder why go through all these troubles for immutability. So again, this helps in making Cairo actually more suitable for the blockchain, because you know that these values will not change randomly, and like you can, see it in a more linear way. And it in a way makes it more performant, because now you know that you can always access this memory and it's not going to change. So you can, have multiple processes running on it. Thank you for watching this course on variables, constant, and mutability. So the next course, we're going to talk about data type. Can't wait to see you there.